Hi, Strange Today. We're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 1, Episode 28. It would be embarrassing when we met again. This is the series finale and it makes me very sad. I love the show. Thank you so much, Louise, for sponsoring. All of these reactions are available unedited on my Patreon, and let's go. See, I would like a real quick glimpse, let me go, of which of the others pass, and then just with Frieren, Fern, and Stark, the end of the rest of the show, please. So he wasn't awed by her like the others. Fail her, please. She should have failed her. Just because she terrifies me, not because of her skill. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is such a subjective exam. It's not just that. See, this is purely subjective. Frieren is a better mage than him. She knew you would. Good. So no wonder he was so like, Frieren is super skilled and like we have to like take her seriously. He was aware of her the whole time. It's lovely. Oh yeah. Did Fern pick her spell yet? It's the right thing to do. Did Himmel's death like awaken the Demon King or something? I don't know. I'm getting like deep here. Yeah. I mean, she's already trying to learn to savor her people and the connections she makes along the way so that when they ultimately die, she has made the most of them, and now she needs to do the same thing, but even when they're alive. Makes a huge difference in everyday lives. This is a good lesson to learn for the real world as well. He made a difference, a lasting difference. She really does. Oh my god. Someone's bitter. Siri has way too much power for one person. Oh, baby Fern, yep. We should be happy to be living in an age of peace. Jesus Christ! Escalated! I can definitely see why he's Siri's student. She's awful. He's awful too. He injured her because she wasn't expecting it. Yeah, like, get over yourself. You remember her. They don't have the time to reach your level. They're mortal. You should tell them that. A strange, monstrous man. Yeah, you're a brute. Are they leaving? I mean, he lives here now. He's kind. That is so Frieren as well. It's such a Frieren spell. Of course she didn't. You'll be even more experienced in 3 years, much better suited. She learned so much from him. I'm getting emotional. It wouldn't be embarrassing, but it wouldn't be. It just meant you cared about each other. Is that the journey to Ender continues confirmation of a series 2? Because yes, please give it to me right now. I want it desperately. I adore this show so much. I mean, as someone who has loved fantasy all of my life, as someone who over the past like 10 years has got seriously into D&D, and over the past 6 months has actually started getting to play D&D, this show was everything. I loved its discussion, well, really just the way it showed what the reality of what it would be like to be an elf, to be an immortal, to be someone who is so long lived, surrounded by people who aren't, especially like in this context when it's not even like in kind of like a Lord of the Ringsy world where you meet people who are short lived, but you've got a whole load of elf friends too, that when you were kind of one of, so everyone around you was dying and you were the only elf. But also how it didn't do it in a way that was bleak and like absolutely hopeless, because you saw what Frieren took from every person she met and how she learnt and grew as a person and how it shaped her going forwards to touch other lives, and it was just really beautiful to watch. I adore Frieren so much. We need a season 2 just so she can eventually prove everybody wrong, that her 0.01% that's not a mimic. She can prove that it wasn't a mimic and there was a priceless tome in there. One of these days, I'm with you, Frieren, you'll get there. I adored Fern so much as well, watching her grow up as well. And Stark, he's wonderful as well, and he and Fern are very sweet. And each of these characters just brings out the best in each other in true party fashion, and the various characters we met along the way. Obviously the flashbacks to Himmel's party and all their adventures, and just seeing how much they and Himmel in particular rubbed off on Frieren. You know, you'd think by the time you'd lived for hundreds of years, you've grown, you're not going to be shaped by someone who's only lived a few years, but the new perspective, how that can change how you see things as well. And Frieren passing it on to Fern, choosing how to make her clothes clean. I mean, yes, oh my god, like a spell to mean that you don't have to do laundry. Sign me up right now. Fantastic. I'm really sad that I don't have like next week, I'm not watching another episode, but I have loved this show so much. I've loved the world, and I really desperately need to hear that it's been renewed because it's amazing. Yeah, Frieren is fantastic. Fern is fantastic. Stark is fantastic. The other characters have their ups and downs, but on the whole, fantastic. The world, cannot wait to learn more. And yeah, brilliant, fantastic. Thank you so much, Louise, for sponsoring. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the unedited versions are up on my Patreon. Thanks, Louise, and thank you for watching.